Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. I asked you guys if you want to see a look using this palette, and pretty much 100% of you guys said yes over on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, I do polls over there every now and then. So the look I did today is one of many that you can create with this look. So if you would like to see how I get this look, first subscribe and turn on the notification bell and just keep on watching. So I've already moisturized off camera using my Drunk Elephant moisturizer, and now I'm going to use the Koh Gen Do Aqua Foundation Illuminator in the shade Sheer Beige. I just applied that in a few areas, and then I'm going to blend my foundation in with it so that it illuminates the foundations a little bit more. I mean, it really doesn't need it because it's a really nice finish of the foundation, but I like to just add that. I'm going to try not to drip this anywhere like I did in the last video. Then for concealer, I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. And then for setting powder, I'm going to use the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So what's the temperature where you guys live? The high today is 93 degrees. So tell me what's the temperature like where you guys live, because that is hot. Plus humidity. I feel like I may need to go a little extra on the setting powder. So I'm gonna take just my Sigma sponge and go in with the powder a little bit. Just press it next to my nose to do the baking technique, because it is gonna be very hot today. I just wanna press the powder into my skin. Okay, so I'm going to fill in my brows now and just let that sit for a few minutes. I'm going to use the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. So I'm gonna spray just a little bit of Fix Plus because I just wiped off all of the setting powder. And I just want a slight refresh. And plus it's hot in here. For eyes, I'm going to start with the Sigma eyeshadow base in the shade Persuade. And just kind of draw this on and then pat it in. It's just gonna prep for the eyeshadow. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted a tutorial of the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette, and like pretty much 100% of you guys, maybe like 96% of you guys said yes. So that's why we're having this tutorial today. Now, the look that I'm going to show you guys is just one of the looks that you can recreate with this palette. You can create a lot of different looks with this palette. I know one of you guys actually told me that you thought that this looked very similar to the Warm Brown Obsessions palette, which I can understand where you can get that because both of these palettes have those warmer tone shadows. But this palette, this is the Warm Brown Obsessions. This has a few more darker purples in it, which makes a difference in an eye look. So this one, I think you can get a lot more everyday looks because the shadows, none of them are really super deep. But this one you can go from day to night with this palette. That was the Warm Brown Obsessions, but today we're doing the Coral Obsessions palette. And I'm going to start with actually the center shade. Oh, and another difference is that this one has two shimmers as opposed to one in the Warm Brown that's in the center. So I'm going to start with this center shade right here. And I'm just going to try it out. This is my first time using the palette. You can kind of see that it's a lot of kick up on the palette right here when I went in with the shadow. So you kind of have to blow that away. And so I'm just going to start in the upper crease area. Just blend this back and forth. I'm next gonna go with the shade that's right next to it, this one right here. And this one is just a tad bit warmer, darker. And so I'm gonna start in the outer corner of the eye and work this into the crease as well. This is a really nice shade. I like this one. And they seem to blend really well. Like they're not skipping or applying patchy or anything. They're pretty smooth eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to go into the darkest shade in the palette, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to apply this in the outer corner. I actually thought that was going to be a lot darker. I'm just applying this to the outer corner and working it into the crease. And then I'm just gonna go back in with the first brush and just blend the edges. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and this looks like it's gonna be so pretty. So I can't wait to put this on my eye. So I'm just gonna apply it here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's like a sunset. That is so pretty. I mean, just look at that. It's like it has yellow and orange and red shifts in the eyeshadow. You move around, it catches the light so pretty. So for the lower lash line, I want to do something a little different, and I'm going to take this yellow right here and just smoke it all across the lower lash line. And even though the shadow is a bit powdery, like when I pick it up on the palette, I'm not really getting any fallout on my face. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. So before I apply mascara on my top lashes, I want to apply my false lashes first. And I'm using the Miami lashes from Lilly Lashes. I just keep looking at this shadow. Like, I would buy this palette just for this eyeshadow. Just for the one I put on the lid. I mean, it's so pretty. And then also, another thing about this palette is that yellow, a matte yellow shade, is kind of hard to find in palettes. I mean, you can find it, but they don't put it in a lot of palettes. It's almost as rare as a really good red eyeshadow. So I would buy it for this shade and this shade. So I'm gonna take the CoverGirl liquid liner. This is the black one, and draw a thin line over the lash band. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the NYX matte bronzer. For highlight, I'm going to use the Persona Cosmetics Cali Glow Highlighter in the shade Zuma and apply this to my cheeks. Oh, that is pretty. Wow. Whoa. I put on way too much. I was not expecting that. I mean, when you just look at the highlighter, you don't expect it to be like blinding. I didn't know. So to keep the orange theme, I'm going to use the Sephora Collection Hot Flush Blush. And just apply this to my cheeks. This is like that blush you wear when you're going to the beach. Like, I'm going to do the last thing, which is the lip color. For lips, I'm going to line them with matte cork lip pencil, and then the lip color I'm using is from Almay, and it is the Smart Shade Butter Kiss in the shade Pink Light. So to finish off the look, I'm going to spray the Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray, and the setting spray video that I asked you guys about in the previous video, that will be up on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you guys liked the look that I came up with. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.